Good evening. Jay Weatherill has faced off with one of Labor's so-called faceless men in a dramatic leadership challenge. Power broker Senator Don Farrell announced plans to move into state politics, but the Premier's angry threat to resign forced the senator into an embarrassing backdown.
Staring down a challenge that could leave Labor staring down the barrel.
I'm in charge of this show, and that's exactly what the people of South Australia want to know and understand.
An angry Jay Weatherill facing up to the party's faceless men.
We're not going to import into South Australia those same divisions and disunities that have plagued the federal Labor Party.
Stung by a backroom deal in which Police Minister Michael O'Brien would retire to help parachute his friend, ousted Senator and right-wing power broker Don Farrell, into the safe Northern Adelaide seat of Napier.
And having thrown down the gauntlet, the issue's not going to go away.
The plan pushing on even after the Premier's firm objections.
The thing that irritates people most of all about politics is all the backroom deals.
The drama playing out live on breakfast radio.
I would be interested in presenting myself forward both to the party, to put myself forward for the people of Napier.
The public revelation prompting this extraordinary ultimatum.
If he's pre-selected Premier, you'd have to resign, wouldn't you?
I'd have to reflect on that, of course. I mean, that'd be under consideration.
You'd have to consider resigning, what, before the election?
Absolutely.
Senator Farrell quickly withdrawing his candidacy.
The best thing I can do for the Labor Party right now is to withdraw my nomination and get behind Jay Weatherill.
Michael O'Brien also withdrawing from Cabinet. Mr Weatherill, though, isn't playing down the attempted hijack. He insists he's stared down a leadership challenge.
I'm very grateful that senior figures within the Labor Party have chosen to stand with me.
Jay Weatherill runs the South Australian government, and I think today he's proven to everyone he's in charge.
And I'm joined now live by the Premier, who's campaigning in Whyalla. Premier, probably half your caucus would say they owe their careers to Don Farrell. Do you think they'll forgive you for ending his?
Look, today what we saw is the sort of rubbish that people most hate about politics, and I was determined to put an end to it before it got started. We've delivered 12 years of united, strong government here in South Australia, and any threats to that, I was going to make sure were completely put down.
And when did you know about this threat?
Well, when I read the paper this morning.
So you were aware of it beforehand, presumably?
Well, I heard of the idea, and I made it very clear that it was a crazy idea.
And you made it clear you disapproved of the idea, and nonetheless they went ahead with it deliberately, flouting your authority?
Absolutely, and that was utterly unacceptable and was a challenge to my authority as leader of the party, and I made it absolutely clear it was unacceptable, and I put it down, and I'm very thankful that senior party people have stood behind me.
Do you honestly think that this is going to make it in any way possible to win the election on March 15?
Absolutely. People actually respect and understand strong leadership. I've always done the right thing. I've done the right thing here. People are utterly sick to the back teeth of this sort of nonsense, this factional infighting. I've stood up, I've put an end to it, and we're going to go on from here and run a strong campaign.
Premier, thanks for joining us. Back to you in Adelaide.
Yeah, thanks very much, Tom.